now entered the Debate Corner.
Hello everybody and welcome to the most delayed show on the internet, Debate Corner. I'm sorry about all the delays that kept this series from coming to fruition. Basically, it was a combination of things that kept happening to me. It wasn't anything bad really, just mainly some of my work, but I've quit now. I've quit my work because school's starting up here soon again, and I wasn't planning on working while school started anyway, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna quit now so I can actually do some other things before school starts. And I wanted to do this mainly. So yeah, that's mainly why work kept getting in the way. Procrastination, because Fire Emblem Three Houses also came out recently, and I've been playing a shit ton of that, a lot of that, and I'm fucking enjoying the hell out of it. So that's a fucking great game, first of all. And yeah, just that combined with just things getting in the way really did a damage on when I expected this to get out. But it's out now, thank God. Thank you for waiting patiently. I know some people are getting kind of antsy. Some people message me like, alright, when the fuck is this coming? And I'm like, it's coming here soon, don't worry. Please just wait on my lazy ass to actually get to work. But when I actually get to work, I can do it. Now, let's get into what the show is first of all. So basically, I ask you guys on Instagram, if you don't know about my account, go ahead and go to my, I'll put a link in the description, and on my About page on my YouTube channel, I'll take you to my Instagram, where every now and then I'll ask you guys on my story, give me some things to fucking debate in the most recent video. If you ever seen Anthony Fantano's Let's Argue, the show is a complete ripoff of that. I'm not even gonna fucking try to hide it. There's no clever spin on it. I've literally just basically ripped it off. Because it just seemed like an interesting idea and I wanted to try something like that, so I was like, fuck it. I mean, it seems cool. So, I mean, thank you Anthony Fantano for giving me the idea for this. And yeah, so basically, yeah, I just debate the things you guys put in on Instagram. I have them here on my phone. I will put them up in the video as well so you can see them. You can see what I'm talking about. Note that your account name will be featured in this video. I asked you guys to message me if that was a problem at all. But yeah, so if you have some fucking outrageous opinion and I choose yours and you don't want your fucking name to be out there so people go after you and be like, bro, what the fuck was that shit? Then go ahead and message me and tell me about that on Instagram, and I will make sure not to include your name in. So basically, yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into the first opinion. So the first opinion, people don't admit it, but Persona 4 is the best Persona. I don't necessarily disagree with that, but I don't necessarily agree with it either, because it's Persona 4 was the first Persona game that fully, I think, got into what Persona is now, even though that was one game from what Persona 5 was. But still, I feel like Persona 4, they really got into the groove of what they wanted Persona to be. Persona 3 was the first step forward into the formula, because the Persona 1 and 2 were a lot different from what we know today as Persona. So yeah, I mean, yeah, so Persona 3 was definitely the stepping stones, while Persona 4 definitely gave them that much needed push to make what they have now. But I don't think it is the best Persona. I think undeniably Persona 5 is definitely the best Persona, because it's closest to what I think they want Persona to actually be. I feel like, that's I mean, all the game mechanics in it, all the new shit you can do, I feel like it just combines to make the ultimate Persona experience. It has some of the best cast of all the Persona games. It has a great story, in my opinion. I think the story is very good. It's very well handed. There's some parts that were a little dumb, I mean, Akechi's whole thing is sketchy. Akechi is sketchy, to say the least. That whole thing is why? It doesn't really make much sense. But other than that, I felt like it was an amazing experience. I still think Persona 5 is definitely the ultimate Persona experience you can experience. Persona 4 and 3 are amazing games on their own merits, but if you want the ultimate Persona experience, you're going to want to play Persona 5. Futaba genuinely is the best girl. That's an opinion. I mean, yeah, that's what the show is, but that's your opinion more than anything. The best, there is no, I mean, as much as it's been fucking just ham fucking fisted at us, there is no definitive best girl. While Futaba does have an amazing backstory and is an amazing character on her own merit, even though I've showed multiple times on my account to have disdain for her in some way. I do not hate her. I genuinely do enjoy her. There's only a few characters I really do dislike in Persona, and it's a very few, just a few like people. I mean, unfortunately, a lot of people are probably gonna get mad at me for this. I really don't like Rise that much. I really don't. In Persona 4, she she annoys me a little bit, basically, because it feels like they really fucking just forced you to have a romance with her even when you didn't want it, because she came on to you like way too fucking much in the story, and I was like, chill, bitch. I ain't fucking with you, because I don't like Rise that much because of that. But this isn't about Rise, it's about Futaba. Yeah, Futaba, there is no genuine best girl. There is no, like, definitive. Oh my god, why am I even arguing this? I could be doing something much more productive right now than arguing what the best fucking fictional girl is. Yeah, no, there is none. There is no definitive, best person. Simple as that, really. Australia should not be represented and known for spiders and kangaroos. I mean, yeah, I totally agree with you on this. I mean, a country shouldn't be represented just because, what some people have pointed out about it. But that's the unfortunate, truth. It's just how brains work. We associate things with certain things. And since so many people have talked about, how big the fucking spiders are and the kangaroos in Australia, we just associate that with. I mean, it's just like how people associate America with being fat and guns, or British with fucking fucked up teeth and elitism. It's stereotyping countries, basically. It's just our brain associates what people have said about these countries with the countries, and then all of a sudden, that's all we think of when we think of the countries. And if you said you're from Australia, I might ask you about the wildlife there and what the fuck's it like and how the fuck scary are the spiders. It's just, I mean, I completely agree with you. It should not be represented for that. It should be represented for it being for losing against the emus in the Emu War, which was a very sad loss for Australia. It should be known for that, really, but it's known for other things that don't really matter, like its wildlife. I know this sounded really sarcastic, but I actually do completely agree with you that any country shouldn't be represented just by what people say about it. It should be represented by what it actually is, what it actually means, what that country actually means as, its origin story, I guess, whatever. It should be represented by what its main principles are. Like, America should be represented as freedom. Britain should be represented as royalty, I think. Royalty is a big part of their culture there. I feel like, Britain, if they want to be represented like that, they can. Australia should be represented for its beautiful outback and some of its I think Australia should be represented for its beautiful landscapes and everything, because I've seen some pictures of Australia. It's absolutely goddamn beautiful. I mean, I know that's basically what you said. It shouldn't be represented for its wildlife, but I think it's a very beautiful country. So yeah, that's what I think of that. I believe society needs to be reformed. Wealth, sexuality. I don't know what that parentheses thing means, so I'm gonna ignore it. Work, etc. What about you? I feel like society is already being kind of changed as we speak. Definitely sexuality. Sexuality is a thing that is majorly discussed in current events about being represented as what you want to be represented as, and being accepted for what you're attracted to. And I feel like we're already at that turning point. Sorry, I know you probably hear all that shit in the background. I'm just trying to get comfortable. We're already at that turning point for sexuality, definitely. Wealth. The economy has been shit for a very long time now. I don't feel like that's going to be reformed anytime soon, because as much as it is shit, it's working in some form. The society is not on the brink of collapse yet, so they're probably going to keep wealth and that they're probably going to keep that for a while now. That's not going to be reformed, even though it is in a very, very difficult position right now. So yeah, I mean, wealth is probably going to stay still. Work. I don't know what you really mean by that. I don't know, work. I mean, do you feel like the wealth and work should be reformed as to there should be no monetary gain from wealth? There should be no I have money. It should be a trade system. I can give you this if you give me this. It should be based on that. work. Yeah, no, work's not moving at all. You're gonna need. I mean, it's gonna be reformed once we get more like automated positions and jobs and such. But right now, yeah, work's not moving. We need people to do certain things, and those people will do those certain things. That's not gonna change. The only thing that's gonna really be changing anytime soon, and it already is sexuality out of these three. Society itself, I don't think it needs to. In my opinion, I don't think it really needs to be reformed. I mean, there definitely are downsides to society, most definitely. But I mean, overall, I mean, it's not going to be reformed anytime soon. You need like fucking major amounts of people to agree to that, and I think most people just don't really care. Most people just ignore what's happening by distracting themselves, really. So I don't think society really needs to be reformed per se. Maybe some things changed, but yeah, no, I really don't. I really don't agree with society being reformed as a whole. Persona 4's dating options are all meh. I could get behind that. I could definitely. I feel like there's some standout ones. I feel like there's ones that are genuinely decent, but overall, yeah, I agree with you. I don't think they're like amazing. I don't think they're great. It's not like Persona 5 where you have all these options and almost every single character that can be romanced in that game has a fan base of some form. I couldn't really say that about Persona 4 per se, because like there's just some really obscure like paths you can take that I doubt a lot of people are going to go for. Like, and I mean that by like I doubt there's going to be like a lot of people going behind these really unknown characters that like aren't really appearing in much. You know. They're not appearing in the game much, and I don't know how to explain it really. I'm kind of rambling right now. I agree, but to an extent, because again, there are some standouts there. There are some really good ones. But like the people outside of the investigation team are very forgettable at most. Like definitely along the romance route, there aren't really many amazing. I mean, that's just because of like how the game is. It's dated, definitely. I mean, it's definitely dated in some way. They really improved it in Persona 5 with allowing you to experience more scenes with these characters you care about. There weren't really many outside characters besides Nanako and good old, I forgot his name. Fuck. What the fuck is his name? The uncle that you stay with. I forgot his name. I don't want to say his name. I want to say his name is Dojima, but I think I'm just playing too much Yakuza that I'm getting those two confused. I don't think it's Dojima. I think it is. It sounds right. It might be Dojima. I don't know. But yeah, those two are like really, they're really good. But other than that, like Adachi maybe, because you can have a relationship with him. Other than that, there's not many really standout ones that I could consider. This evolved more into talking about the social links in Persona 4 rather than the dating options. But I mean, I think they go hand in hand, really. Yeah, there's They're meh. I agree with you, and to some extent, again, there are some good ones, but yeah, I agree mostly. Shido's boss fight is the most fun in Persona 5. I don't know if it's the most fun, because I feel like there were some that were a lot more like in depth and took a lot more strategy. Like I'm not gonna try to pronounce it, but the true final boss of the game, I don't know how to fucking say his name. Yabadoliath? I don't fucking know. I'm not looking it up either because I'm too lazy. So I feel like that is a really fucking good one, and the battle between the fight you can have with Catherine and Justine is also very fun. But Shido's is definitely a great one. I don't know if I'd say the most fun one though, because again, the true final boss, I'm not gonna say his name because I fuck all, I don't know how to fucking pronounce it. And Catherine and Justine are also up there for fun ones. I feel like Shido's is definitely like in the runner-up, maybe second, maybe third to being the most fun. I don't know. It's definitely those top three are definitely the most fun. I mean, there were some other, like all the other bosses were gimmicky, I'd say. Like Kamoshida was all right. Madarame was annoying. I think that was like the first boss that I actually got really fucking mad at. But then I don't know, like. It was one run where I think it was like, it took me 2 tries, right? Like the first try I got really far, but like died halfway through, and I was like, this is fucking bullshit. And then the second time, I kicked his ass completely. I don't know. I don't know what fucking happened, but I did something, to say the least. So, you know, Sorry, I was just checking something. Yeah, Madarame's isn't that good. Kanashiro's is weird. I mean, I remember it. It's just fucking weird. It's like the piggy bank, and he rolls on it, and then there's also the guns. It's a really weird boss. I thought Kanashiro's palace is like probably the most forgettable. It's not the worst, but like you think about like palaces, you probably forget Kanashiro's immediately. Akumura's boss battle is awful. Futaba's is all right. I like the crossbow. I mean the ballista thing and everything. That was kind of cool, and I like the symbolism behind it. Akumura's is definitely one of the worst. It's just annoying. It's a very annoying boss fight. You don't even fight him. Mainly you fight his fucking minions, which is, I mean, it's a good symbolism, but it's just annoying. But yeah, I'd probably agree with Shido's being one of the most fun. Not the most fun, but one of the most fun. Naoto Shirogane is overrated. I don't really like using the term overrated. I remember in school I wrote an essay on why overrated is it. Wow, that sounded so fucking douchebag, but it sounded like such a fucking douchebag when I said that. But I wrote an essay in school about why overrated shouldn't really be used as a term, because everybody has their own opinions. Nothing can really be overrated per se, because like it's your opinion that you think that it doesn't deserve the love it's getting. That's your opinion. That's not fact. Overrated is more like that's a fact overrated, but that's your opinion. But Naoto Shirogane is overrated. I don't know what you really like. I mean, I think Naoto Shirogane is a very good character. I feel like her backstory is a little lackluster, I'd probably say. Like the whole thing with her, like grandpa like wanting to like fucking. I mean, I get it if she wants to like prove herself to a grandfather. By being like a great detective and definitely like trying to break gender roles by not being a boy and doing something great, of course, even though she feels like she has to be a boy to do something great. It's very I like her a lot. I do. I think her backstory again is a little but I think Naoto Shirogane deserves the love she gets, and I don't agree with this. I'm sorry. I don't. I feel like Naoto Shirogane definitely deserves the love she gets, and again, overrated isn't really a term that it's not. Whatever. You get what I mean. My opinion on Persona 5 Scramble. I think it could work. I think it could. Dynasty. I've never played a Dynasty Warriors game. I've never played Hyrule Warriors or Fire Emblem Warriors or any of the actual Dynasty Warrior games. Don't know why I decided to mention those two other ones first, but yeah, I've never played in the actual Dynasty Warrior games, but I feel like it could definitely work. I think like I don't understand like how the combat is gonna work per se. Like I don't think Joker could really. I can't imagine him taking out fucking like 500 enemies, like common enemies at once. I don't know how that'd really work, because he usually needs fucking 3 other. I mean, I'm assuming you're gonna be able to play as other people, and fuck it, it'll probably be like fucking Hyrule Warriors or Fire Emblem Warriors, where you can probably just have like they're probably gonna fucking put every other character from every other game in there. Yeah, no, I feel like it could work. I'm just kind of weird about the combat. I don't know how that's gonna work really. Like, is the persona going to be like a thing that's gonna use up magic, or is it gonna be your main attack, or is your main attack gonna be your knife and your gun? Or is, again, the persona going to be your main thing, your main form of offense? I don't know. I don't know yet. I haven't seen any gameplay, by the way. I saw that little trailer for it, and they like showed like a little bit of the gameplay in it. I didn't really look at it, though. It's been a while. So I haven't seen any gameplay of it yet. But I feel like it could definitely work. Looking at the other Dynasty Warrior games, I feel like, I mean, I don't think the Dynasty Warriors way can really fail, because it's not like, it's just you design it to take out a bunch of enemies, and then you fight like a couple big dudes, and then you fight the real big dude, and the mission ends, and you go on to the next mission. Oh, sorry. There we go. Whew. Sorry about that, but I feel like it could work. I feel like it could, definitely. And that is all for this edition of the Debate Corner. That is all for this edition of the Debate Corner. Our first try into this. Sorry, I couldn't fucking think of the word. I'll definitely get better at it. I know I was stumbling a lot. I know a lot of it was definitely fucking rambling, but I'll definitely get better at it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are looking forward to more of these in the future, and I hope more of you also participate in them, because I would like I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with these episodes being like 40 minutes long, really, because this is already 20 minutes. I only answered about 8 questions, I think, 8 or 9. So I would be more than happy to make these longer, because again, I love fucking arguing. I haven't actually said that. I don't know why I said again, but I love arguing about I love stating my opinion on things and arguing, and debating and everything. I've always enjoyed that, so I would definitely be down for making these longer. Like, I can't believe this was 20 minutes in the first place. Like, honestly, it felt more like it felt like fucking 3 minutes to me, but because I was having so much fun. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Really, go ahead and leave a like, comment on the video, comment like your opinions down in the comments. I'll look at them. I might even like some ones that are I agree with. I do want to see your opinions in the comments because I like reading other people's opinions. Go ahead and like the video, as I already said. Subscribe, definitely, if you're considering that. If you liked this and you want more in the future, subscribe. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.